about power that is this in depth and this on the motherfucking money.
What up? What up? What up? Yeah, I'm in this motherfucker. Yeah. I am the black guru. What I offer is sage wisdom. Power premiere. Episode 1, season 5. What's up, Brad? Oh, I'm in this motherfucker. I am in this motherfucker. I just wanted to play that recording because those are clips from our preview of tonight's premiere. And if you haven't seen that, what's up, Gigi? Go back and catch that. What's up, Carolyn? I see you. Go back and catch that. Because, what's up, Benjamin? We caught a lot of this shit. A lot of the shit we gonna talk about on tonight stems from that conversation. It ain't coming back for Tariq. Once Ghost finds out Tariq sent Dre as a warning. Oh, I hope he never finds that out. What's up? I cheated. Watched last night. Power already came on. I don't have Starz, so I don't know. Yeah, it already came on. I didn't watch it last night. I watched it not too long ago, but I like to wait till after it airs nationally. And man, we talked about. Let me just go ahead and set the table. I'm not here to bullshit. I'm gonna give y'all my review. I'm gonna give y'all my reaction, and then I'm gonna open up the call-in line so y'all can call in and we can discuss. And initially, I had a lot of fucking concern about this season. We talked about this on last week. I had a ton of fucking concern about this season. I didn't know if this season had the potential to live up to the hype. Tariq 2.0 Ghost on demand. I couldn't wait and had a grand party just getting home. Yeah, I just didn't know if this show could live up to the fucking hype. I was very concerned. I was very nervous about what happened with Kannan. Kannan hooking up with Ghost and Dre. I thought that was some kind of forced type of shit that I didn't think I would enjoy. And then through the course of last week's preview scope that we did right here on Periscope, I spoke with you guys and we talked about Tariq. We talked about Tariq becoming the main villain of the show. Right, Brad. We started talking about Tariq. We started talking about Tariq becoming the main villain. I think it's actually premiering now. Many watched on demand, though. Yeah. So we're going to ride it out. So when we talked about Tariq becoming the main villain of the show, I fucking perked up. I got super excited because I finally seen the vision. I said, wait a second. If Tariq becomes the main villain of the show, the dramatic implications of that, what that fucking means. I said, and we talked about this, if Tariq becomes the main villain of the show, we're talking about the greatest villain in TV history. I doubted the premiere to be good, but I'm glad it was great. Y'all's predictions look correct. Yeah, we talked about the predictions last week, and I got a video dedicated to those predictions. But if we're gonna focus in on tonight's episode, I hate him. I know. How unlikable is fucking Tariq right now? Where's my? I forgot my Tariq belt. I think I'm gonna end up needing a Tariq gun after a while. I don't think a belt is going to do it. When I saw Tariq text Dre run, I said the guru and the predictions are spot on. Yeah, Whitney, I think I brought it up and it kind of took off. Yeah, you're right, Brad. I got to give Brad credit. Brad, you going to get your credit, brother. You going to get your credit, brother. You going to get your credit. You definitely going to get your credit. I ain't finna... Brad did bring it up. Yep, young villain against his dad. Yeah, you need the best and a gun. Right, I need the belt and a gun. Tonight's premiere was fucking awesome. It was awesome because We had concerns on last week when I did the preview for the premiere. We talked about the show possibly not being able to deliver. We talked about what are they going to do with Angela. And they gave Angela a very credible plot thread. And one thing that they gave Angela was a bit of an antagonist. So Angela herself has a bit of an antagonist now, which keeps Angela's character kind of looped into the story, which I feared that she'll end up falling to the wayside. These Periscopes are going to be something I'm looking forward to. Yeah, can we get a little bit more of that audio? Hold on. Let's get a little bit more of that beam footage. Hold on. Let's get a little bit more of that beam footage from last week.
That was his whole point of fucking with him. He was going to use Tariq to get back at Ghost. That's what Jukebox told him. If he completely pollutes him and has Tariq embody the revenge that Kannan once had, there's no better revenge than your own son turning against you. There's no greater revenge than that. That means Kannan was actually successful in what he set out to do.
Yeah, y'all, we talked about it on last week. What's up, Melly? Melly was there. We talked about it. Now, I don't want to... shit. How do y'all feel? We're going to open up the phone lines in a second. I'm going to have the number. We're going to open up the phone lines. We're going to talk about this shit, but goddamn, Courtney Kim needs to hire you. Nah, she's a genius. She don't need to hire me, but she just wrote such a great story that you can kind of feel... You could kind of... Because I was concerned. I'm like, where the fuck they going to go with the show? I'm like, where are they going to go? And like I said, Brad gets the credit. Brad brought it up. He said, what about Ghost versus Tariq? And I said, goodness gracious. I saw someone saying on Twitter it was the best episode ever. Do you agree? Was it the best episode ever? No. But it laid the foundations to where this story will ultimately go, I believe. Let's take a look at some of these things. So the episode Tariq was in on the plan facts. Those looks Tariq was Ghost shit. Yeah, let's get right into it. This shit right here, y'all. This is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. I hate to be bouncing around so much, so I want to just get down to brass tacks. For those who do not know, I am the Black Guru. What I offer is sage wisdom. This right here, what's on your screen right now, is the most compelling fucking father versus son storyline I have ever seen attempted. It even could potentially be better, maybe not as big, but better than Luke versus Darth Vader. And I can make that case later if y'all want to. Did you get a reaction cam guru? Not for this one. No, we flowing with you. If you want to bounce around, we following you. All right, Whitney, thank you. This premiere solved so many problems. It answered so many questions that we had in the preview. When we previewed this a week ago, when we sat around and talked about this. This episode answers so many questions. It clarified so much. Remember we talked last week that they need to clarify what they're going to do with Tommy's character? That the Italians and all this shit was kind of becoming confusing. Well, their role in the story is very clear now. I'm out. I didn't watch it yet. Yeah, go. I got spoilers. This is the spoiler. This is big time spoilers. I don't play around. If you haven't watched it, you can stick around if you like. If not, you might want to roll. Let's talk about Tasha, the smartest person on here. Let's talk about Tasha. I wanna say this. I took this picture. Before we get into Tasha, do you think it's official that Tariq is Team Dre? Oh, I think it's official. Love and hate the kid and everything. I miss some of that, dear. Well, you were always on later. That's true. I don't mind the spoiling this. That I was normally on later. Maybe I can work on that. Tasha ain't no joke. I wanted to show a quick clip of this little girl because this may be the last time we see her. So I wanted to get the daughter in, the youngest daughter up, because this may be the last time we see her for the rest of the season. She was at the funeral. This little girl has been known to disappear through the course of the season. So I wanted to just get her screen time now, because we may not see her ass again until the fucking until the season finale. Yeah, she's known to disappear. I don't know why, but she stay at grandma's house. She's known to disappear. So I wanted to just give her shout out. I feel like the side piece Tasha messing with is going to play a vital role later in the season. I want to talk about this scene as well while I'm going through this. This is the scene where they told Tommy that he couldn't sit up front with the family. He had to sit behind the family. And I was so fucking triggered. This is the scene that triggered me the fucking most. No other scene triggered me more than this fucking scene. I was so fucking pissed that Tommy couldn't sit up front with the rest of the fucking family, and he's the godfather. And don't let me forget I said godfather. And he's the fucking godfather of Raina. I was fucking triggered as shit. I was so fucking triggered. Yeah, that was Lorenz Tate's character. I was so fucking triggered at this point. So, and speaking of the Godfather, I don't know if y'all noticed, but the final scene from tonight harkens back to Godfather Part 1. When they're in the church and there's a ceremony going on at the church. However, there's hits being placed while they're in church. See, that goes back to the Godfather Part 1. So they use that ethos of the Godfather Part 1 and put it right into this premiere. That's why I say this. Somebody said this premiere might be the best ever, the best episode ever. It's one of them. It's one of the best premieres for this show ever. The way this show was so, the way this episode was so perfectly written. I mean, it's just beautiful. I didn't like this motherfucking pastor. Who else liked this pastor? I didn't like his black ass. I wouldn't go to his church in real life. I didn't like this black ass pastor. I did not like his black ass whatsoever. He just looked sneaky. He looked like he, fucking the bishop's wife. He just got that feel like he's just a bishop wife fucking ass pastor. I don't know. Maybe it was just me. Yeah, I didn't like him, sweet lady, at all. It just seemed like it seemed like he's sleeping with the bishop's wife. That's the vibe I get from him. He taking all the church money. He drives a late model Cadillac. I didn't like that fake ass pastor either. He seemed like he taking money out the pot. Yeah, he seemed like, he sent the collection plate around 3, 4, 5 times a service. I mean, stealing from the building fund. I don't like this dude. I don't like this pastor at all. I just want to be on the record. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. This scene here, BG, I got goosebumps when they entered church and saw the picture right. I did too. Ortay sleeping with. Got $1 million house. Yeah. This image here, when Tariq and Ghost are both putting Raina in the putting her casket in the car. I forget what they call them, funeral cars, the actual name of them. The hearse, right. So they're putting her in the hearse. And I mean, this scene right here, if this doesn't indicate what's to come, I don't know what does. I don't know what does. I really don't. This was a very powerful scene. Yeah, Hearst. This was a very powerful scene that I really connected with this scene a lot, because this scene really told us a lot. Angela must not have heard an IP address. Another person's login ain't gonna get it. Good point. Tate, the pastor, Olivia, Alfonso worked together. Death. She had a beautiful casket. That casket was beautiful. I noticed that, GG. That casket was beautiful. And it was so beautiful that it kind of made me sad. I kind of got sad when I seen that casket, because I want to talk about that too. another reason why this episode was so good is because they dealt with the grieving family. So we had scenes showing Ghost grieve over his daughter's death. So even though he's still working business deals, even though he's still plotting to get revenge on Dre, you know, he's in the shower and he's crying. He's at the graveyard crying. It shows that he is deeply affected by the death of Raina. So it's showing that he's very affected by this. This isn't just, you know, something that is going to be taken lightly. And when Tasha told him, I'll never get over this. I'll never get over this. I felt that. So they dealt with the grieving family very well. Now, everybody was grieving very heavy except for one person. One person this episode didn't show a lot of grief. They may be grieving, but one person didn't show a ton of grief. He flat out blamed Tariq and Tasha. He did. Yes, he was a daddy's little girl. She was a daddy's little girl. She was. And like you said, Gigi, that casket was so small. I mean, very, very, it was touching. It really was. The more I think about it, the more this was a very, very excellent episode. I wanted to talk about this scene here. When the hitters, the so-called quote-unquote hitters, you know, were supposed to kill Dre. These were supposed to be the two best fucking hitters in New York. How do you botch a fucking job, a $80,000 hit job, and you the two best fucking hitters in New York? What kind of shit is this? I mean, come on. Very small. I give it a 9+. They supposed to be the best fucking hitters in New York. They literally said that. These are the two best fucking hitters in New York. You send two groups of hitters, right? You send the black hitters and you send the Italian hitters to go get Dre. And he ends up coming out of that situation. Now, we understand why he beats the black hitters is because of Tariq's little bitch ass. The mob guy told Tommy not to fuck with them. He did. Right, how did they get hit? Should have known Dre had a damn gun. They're supposed to be the best fucking hitters in New York. And this was the sloppiest shit. I mean, fuck, I could have did this. I could have put this little plan together. Look what we gonna do, y'all. We gonna grab him with a fucking blanket. And then we gonna try to duct tape him in the blanket. How about knock him out first? Something, shoot him, something. Dre knows all the black hitters. Yeah, come on. What type of plan was that for the two best hitters in New York? We gonna grab a sheet, bro. What color you want the sheet to be? I don't know. Fuck, white. Come on. The Italian boss seemed weird, crazy type of guy. Yeah, I think they're gonna probably give him some Lobos characteristics. I would love that, cause I miss Lobos. I really miss Lobos. Lobos was a great villain for this show. And I miss Lobos a lot. He was cool. Not a good one. I know a sheet. Yeah, what's with this fucking sheet? And some duct tape. He trying to open the duct tape. He can't get the fucking duct tape open. If you don't fucking get your fucking non-killing ass. Yeah, if you don't get your we can't kill nobody ass up out of here. Duct tape, and he barely getting the fucking duct tape. Well, to his credit, duct tape is kind of hard to open, though. Tommy is in trouble because he didn't listen. Facts. Now he gonna react to Tommy getting his boys killed, though. That's true. I miss him, too. He was charismatic. Yeah, I miss Lobos a lot. Lobos was very charismatic, but he was still threatening. You know, he was still intimidating, even though he was charismatic and a little bit over the top. He was still very intimidating. Great villain. So I just want to point out them hitters. I don't know. This is the worst part of the episode for me. Because I couldn't buy the two best hitters in fucking New York fucking up a job. A $80,000 job. And they pull hits for the mob. So, you know, I couldn't buy that. But whatever. You know, that's kind of like one of those whatever things. But very powerful scene right here. when it's very dark. I know it's probably difficult to see, but this is the scene where Tariq and I mean not Tariq, but Ghost and Dre meet at the graveyard. I like the music that played on when this scene was going on, and this was sort of towards the beginning of the episode. Remember, at the beginning of the episode, Dre called Tariq. This is Tariq laying in the bed, and Dre called Tariq. Can we talk about how Dre said, "You stay in your lane, and I'll stay in mine"? That's not what a villain would do. We're gonna have to see how that play out, Brad. We're gonna have to see how that play out. Good scene, because Ghost is a very dark place right now. Good point. But yeah, so they kind of foreshadowed. If you pay attention, they kind of foreshadowed the connection between Tariq and Dre. They kind of foreshadowed that early in the episode. I didn't really catch it, but going back and kind of rewatching the episode, they kind of foreshadowed that early. Now, how do we feel about Kannan? He ripped that card up quick. He did. How do we feel about Kannan? Are we trusting Kannan right now, or are you going to show power? No, I'm not going to show power. The title of this scope was very clear: review and reaction. I'm not about to show it. I'm about to review, and we're going to have some reactions. Motherfuckers always want to get it, show it. You gonna show it, bro? No. No trust. Angela, you don't trust Kannan? Even after he saved Tommy and Ghost? Why Tommy lied to him about Tariq killing Ray Ray? Probably don't trust him. Can he be trusted? I don't know. He did save them. He did save them. Remember they were at the warehouse and he pulled up. So that wasn't good enough. Dre lying about the cartel. Gonna kill Ghost and them. I don't know. I'm just asking. I don't trust the motherfucker, me personally, but I just want to see. Y'all may trust him. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. Yeah, they owe him one. But there's another interesting scene that I want to ask you guys about. Did y'all see? You don't trust him either, GG. Did y'all see Ghost and Tasha keep looking at each other? They kind of looked at each other a couple times. Did y'all catch that at the steps of the cathedral? And she was like, "Why Kannan here? What the fuck?" And they kind of kept looking at each other. He saved them now, but he will get them later. I guess that proves his loyalty, but I don't know. Yeah, they kind of gave each other like a look. They gave each other a few looks. A few too many looks. And I bring that up because we talked about this, and I think in previous reviews, that it's possible that back in the day, Kannan fucked around with Tasha. We talked about that being a possibility, that Kannan may have fucked around with Tasha back in the day. They like no to Tariq doing the eulogy. Yeah, they didn't want his ass doing the eulogy at all. So I don't know. No, I missed that. What about Tasha and Kannan? Did they smash? That's what I'm saying. I wish I had the clip. I wish I had the clip ready to go. I wish to show y'all the clip. But they kind of like looked back and forth. They kind of looked at each other a little too much for me. It was just one look too many. That girl may be his daughter. Not a girl. He was in jail. Tariq may be his son, for real. But, we going into speculation territory. I don't want to go down that road too much. So here go the little crying little girl ready to snitch. I know Dre. I know his voice. It is Ghost. You don't know shit. Check this out. What if he's Tariq's daddy? Facts. I think Ghost might have stole Tasha from Kannan. Yeah, she fucking crying. I know his voice. It was him. I'll never forget that voice. You don't know shit. You don't know shit. Courtney already said no. Okay, cool, cool. All right. BG, you watch it? Yes. Watched and reviewed it, pal. What's up, Javi? Now, this is what got me. Because we talked about this on last week. We talked about, and Javi was there, what is going to happen with Angela's character, because the love triangle storyline has kind of fizzled out, right? They kind of moved beyond the love triangle storyline. As a matter of fact, Tasha said it herself. I don't really have time to sit around and care about who my husband is fucking. I'm gonna open up the calling lines in a second, Javi. I don't really care about who my husband is fucking. She told Angela that. Right now, it's more about business. So it seems to me that the love triangle storyline has fizzled out. However, I was concerned that if the love triangle fizzles out, then what are we going to do with Angela's character, or what's going to be done with Angela's character? Because that was kind of her main purpose over the first 4 seasons, or one of her main roles. And now Angela's implicated, so she's a fucking criminal at this point, and she fucking knows it. So she's in the shit now. You know, she didn't really want to get involved at first, but she's in the shit now. She's deep within the shit. You know, she deleting shit. All right. She might be going to jail. She might be. Because she's deep within it now. Ain't no turning back now. Ain't no good girl no more. And she got another Latino internal investigator that's on her ass. I love that new internal investigator, because she on Angela's motherfucking ass. She gonna lose her job because the internal chick gonna get her. Yeah, that internal chick is on her motherfucking ass, and she don't give a fuck. I love her because she don't give a fuck about Angela at all. I don't know, y'all. Maybe it's just me, but she don't give a fuck about Angela. She want Angela's ass locked up. She want Angela's ass locked up. But I'm happy that they gave Angela some sort of connection to the main story, because I was worried that we may lose Angela's relevance throughout the course of this season. I was worried about what they'll do with her next, and they found something really, really good for her to do. She's still very, very connected to the story. She fucked up by going to the crime scene like a dummy. Right. Her boss is on her for show, and she caught her in a lie more than once. Facts. Yeah, that's a good point, Carolyn. Her boss said, I don't really trust her either. She said, I believe she's lying about where she was. So, you know, we're going to kind of start keeping her out the loop. Yeah, she's in some big time fucking trouble. She better get her shit together. And I mean, right away. There was one more instance that I wanted to talk about before I open up the phone lines. Lala. I wanted to talk about Lala. Lala's about to snitch. She got snitch written all over her. She just got this big ass snitch feel. Like she's ready to fucking snitch. I just felt it. All for love of ghost. Facts. Yeah, I just feel like she's about to tell. Even when she told Tasha, whatever you say, I'll repeat that. I said she about to tell. She about to snitch. I just felt the snitch energy come up off of her. You don't want her as a witness at all? Want who? Who was her? Yeah, but Lala's about to fucking snitch. Yeah, Lala gonna have to end up getting smoked, because I can sense it now. I don't think you put that scene in there unless she's going to snitch. What's the point of that scene other than she's going to snitch? She was so happy when Tommy grabbed her hand. She was. She missed Tommy so much in my mind. Yeah, she missed Tommy so much, and Tommy don't give a fuck. Tommy's still in love with a woman he killed. He don't give a damn about he don't give a damn about her. He loved a woman that he choked to death. That makes me think of Tommy's mom. I can't wait to see Tommy's mom again. She's one of my favorite characters. I like when Tommy's mom makes an appearance. So my overall grade for this episode, I have to give this motherfucker an A. For a premiere, I have to give it an A plus because we had a preview, and we were very concerned, and they answered all of those questions. I died when Tommy agreed that the priest was only good white man he knows. That was a great line, Gigi. That was a really great line, and that's part of why I was triggered that he couldn't sit with the family. I was probably triggered. Are all of your concerns going forward answered? Yes. They answered all my fucking concerns. I'm on board now. I'm ready to ride. I'm ready to fucking ride. Because the more this Tariq versus Ghost shit develops, the more fucking I'm ready to go. Once we realized on last week that Tariq versus Ghost is where the show was about to go, I said, oh my goodness. I said, this is going to be a wild fucking ride. The white guy looks like John Cena. Favor him a little bit. Yeah, I said this is big time shit right here. I said this is big time television. This is big time shit right here. You gotta love this. So yeah, were all of my questions answered? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. They simplified a lot of that street shit too. I had a concern about that. They simplified. That was a goosebump scene. Yeah, that was very touching. They simplified a lot of that cartel, Italians, the mob, the streets. They simplified a lot of that. And I was also concerned about that because I thought that would become too complicated. And towards the end of last season, it had become complicated about the Italians. Then you got the Jimenez, and then you got this group and that group and these runners and that runners. And that shit started to get confusing. No, it's going to be Tasha and Tariq team up. We talked on last week that it is possible that Tariq kills Tasha. We floated that out there last week. That Tasha may die at the hands of Tariq. And if that happens, which I don't know that it will, that'll be one of the fucking greatest things that happen on fucking TV. That'll be one of the greatest fucking moments in television history. Let me get what you guys think. Let me get these phone lines opened up.
Welcome. This service is provided by freeconferencecall.com. You are the only participant in the conference.
Yeah, so the phone lines is now open. Y'all go ahead and call in and let's get what y'all thinking about this. I'm going to get y'all thoughts on this. Phone lines is open, 605-472-5717. Once you call in, they'll ask for an access code. That access code is 961766. 961766 is the access code. 605-472-5717 is the phone number. Once you call in, they'll ask for an access code, and that number is 961766. Tonight's episode was amazing. I really enjoyed it. I really, really, really enjoyed it. All of my fucking concerns were answered, and I'm really hyped to see where a lot of this goes. I thought this season was going to be, is it Zoom or you can just call in? You can just call in. Tariq gets on my nerves, trying to be grown and don't have a clue. Yeah. I don't think he's trying to be grown no more, Harrison. I think that he's got a fucking vendetta against his father. And I think that he's embodied Kanan's revenge. So Kannan was successful and completely fucking turning Tariq into a person that is hell bent on rebelling against his father. I think Kannan was successful in doing that. which is, which everything makes sense now. Because remember, after Kannan has shot Jukebox and Ghost ran to hug, and this is season 4, Ghost ran to hug him. He didn't even hug him back. He didn't hug him back. Who remembers that scene? When Kannan kills Jukebox, Ghost runs up and hugs Tariq, and Tariq doesn't hug him back. I can see that. Plus, he's still on that scissor. I ain't see him sip on no syrup. So, yeah, like I said, phone lines are open. 605-472-5717. He just looked at Kannan. Yeah. Let me ask y'all something. Let me take a little poll real quick. Let me take a poll. Now, I could have had clips ready for tonight's review, but I went with still images instead. I went with still. I got 605. What you mean you got 605? Should I have gone with clips? Would y'all want to see clips, or are y'all cool with still images? Oh, that man have been the last episode. I was catching up on last season. Yeah, Harrison, you may be behind, bro. You might need to get your shit together. Tonight was the premiere. Repeat the number. It's on the screen. 605. It's right there on the screen. 605-472-5717. It's right there. Clips, but I don't. Which one is easier? Clips may get you shut down. I know, GG. That's what I'm concerned about. That's what I was really concerned about. That's why I don't know. That's why I didn't know. You see, I played it safe, but I don't think 30 seconds here, 45 seconds there will be. It'll be too much. Because that's how we got shut down last time, right? We did some Walking Dead shit. I had the Walking Dead plan. And they fucking shut my ass down, man. I saw the premiere, but before the new season, I was watching last season to get up to speed. Okay, Harrison. You should go ahead and follow the Black Guru. We would have got you up to speed last week. Let me see. Like I said, phone lines is open. Upon you. I'm tracking now. All right, cool. What up?
What's good, BG? It's me, Javi.
What's up, Javi, man? So you watched it?
Yeah, bro. I honestly think, I think the producers are they can make this shit either really good or really bad.
Mm-hmm.
I say really bad because they could turn this shit into when Dre went up to Ghost at the graveyard. This
right.
Almost reminded me as the remember when the Russian nigga went up to Ghost as a security guard in the club couple seasons ago.
Right.
Like basically saying nigga, I'm untouchable. Like you better do as I say type shit.
Right.
So I say it could be really good or really bad because either the producer could just fuck it up and basically make a exact same thing like what it happened, and then that'd be boring because niggas we wouldn't seen that shit or you know what I'm saying, we wouldn't seen it already.
Okay. Yeah, that was the implication of this scene. That they were saying, well, Dre was essentially telling them, hey, I'm untouchable at this point.
That's what I'm saying. Like he has the cartel behind him. Like that's basically what the Russian dude had, because he had the Russian mafia behind him.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying it may be a repeat of that?
Yeah, I just don't want him to recycle it.
Oh, okay.
That's just gonna be like, we've seen this already. I mean, yeah, it'll be cool. Like I'm pretty sure it's gonna be cool. Like, you know, the action and stuff, but niggas and see this already.
Right. That's a good point. I think the difference here is it boils back down to Tariq being involved, right? So Tariq's role kind of changes that dynamic, because now Tariq is playing an integral role with what Dre is doing, unlike the Russian guy when he was just kind of trying
to take over.
Right.
Yeah,
he just wanted to take over. Right. So now we got Tariq in the mix, which kind of brings the previous 4 seasons of storytelling to a head. So I think that's an interesting element that's going to add a level of complexity this time around. So it won't quite be the same. But I do see why you say that, though. I definitely see that.
Right.
What else you thought about tonight?
You know, you did a good job by saying that. You know, I think Kannan did a good job of putting that resentment that he had towards Ghost on Tariq.
Mm-hmm.
Now Tariq is carrying that shit and running with it, kind of.
Gigi said, "I don't think the cartel, was war allowed. Cards imply war. That's war. That's a good point, Gigi. Go ahead, Javi."
I think I don't know. I think Tariq bit off more than he could chew, because you know his sister's dead. So who knows what he's gonna do?
Yeah. Shit, man, I don't know. Like I said, I predict some tragedy. I predict some flat out tragedy. I predict Tasha getting killed by Tariq. Yeah. I'm not saying I want that to happen. I'm not saying that's the best thing, but if I'm trying to think of things that Tariq can do to go, past the line of redemption.
I mean, maybe
right?
Tariq could be on. I mean, he could go on his solo shit and just be like fucking John Wick. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
He just say fuck it.
What else you think about tonight's episode?
Tasha, on the other hand, I don't know. Tasha might, if they put her in jail. But this is also a good thing for Tasha, because now Tasha don't give a fuck. She done lost her child. You know, her son's a fucking basically the same thing as her husband. Mm-hmm. Her husband, that's a fucking shitty marriage. You know, she's fucking with a lawyer. Now, you know what I'm saying? I think this season, now we're about to see like what old Tasha was that they never showed us.
You know what I'm saying? A good point. That's a good point.
I think the old Tasha's gonna come out. The one that they always, you know how you'd catch little snippets when they say back in the day your mom this and that type shit. I think that Tasha's gonna come out, but 10 times better.
Ooh, yeah, and
she might cut off Lala, and Lala might go do some dumb shit.
That's very interesting. That's very, very interesting. Hear what building up?
Like, you know, and then same thing with Lala too. I think Lala might snitch. I don't know.
That's what I said earlier. Yeah, that's what I said earlier. Lala gonna snitch, and Tasha might have to smoke Lala. Right. But I think that's a good point that you made, that because we talked about Tasha's story becoming more important. She was one of the most interesting storylines going into this season, and for her to get into a point where she's ready to go back kind of to her old self, like you said, she's lost everything already. So her reverting back to her old self and the Tasha we didn't see, plus that kind of ties in what I said moments ago about Tasha giving Kannan those looks. She's kind of looking at Kannan. Kanan's kind of looking at her. So that kind of links again back into the day, back into an old Tasha, back into a Tasha that we've heard about, but we haven't necessarily seen yet.
Yeah,
so I think
right
that
now, Tasha hates Kannan. She hates the look at and the fact that Tasha's husband, this nigga's playing fucking Power Rangers teams with him, you know, team up trying to do some shit. Like, she's not gonna like that shit.
I think that's very interesting.
She might use that lawyer in her favor. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Man. So what's your overall grade? What you'll give it overall?
This week's episode.
Yeah, the premiere.
Um,
Scale to 1 to 10.
I'll have to give it. I'll have to give it probably a 8.
A 8 on 1
I
to
mean,
10.
I think the funeral scene was too damn long. But I
Okay.
guess But yeah, I guess the fact that Proctor is about to start doing some shit, I don't know what they gonna start doing with him.
Why was Angela trying to meet up with Proctor?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's another good thing.
I kind of didn't catch that either. Good point, Brad. I didn't really understand the point of the Angela Proctor scene. Maybe that's gonna manifest itself later down the road, but I didn't. That was kind of a hitch in the giddy up because I was like, okay, what is this about? What was it about? And I damn near forgot about it. You see, I hadn't mentioned it yet. I forgot that shit even happened.
Yeah. I think that investigator girl, she reminds me of the nigga that they killed. Remember the other investigator that was about to basically catch Angela and Ghost and put them both away? What was his name? It was Angela's boyfriend at first.
Yeah. Greg. I think his name was Greg. Yeah.
Greg. Yeah, she reminds me of Greg.
Who, the new Latina?
Yeah, the new Latina. She reminds me of Greg, but this time, with no feelings involved though.
Right.
So it's like that's almost a reincarnation of Greg, but without the feelings. Like,
right. That's a good point. And
that's where Greg fucked up because he had feelings and those feelings got him killed.
Right. That's a good point. That's a great point. And that's why I said I love that fucking character. I mentioned that earlier, that she don't give a fuck. That new internal investigator, I wish I had her name. She don't give a fuck about Angela. She doesn't give a fuck. So I love it. I love it.
Right. She picked up that little, what is it called? The little calling card.
The little business card.
The little business card, and she was just like, nigga, I got you. Like, you could tell.
Yeah, she not playing with her. And that's what Angela's character needed, because I thought, like I said earlier, she might get left by the wayside with what was going on. It didn't seem like she had anything to really connect her.
We're going to see what Angela is. We're going to see if either she going to flip under pressure or she going to take that shit head on. Because, even from her, I don't even know who she logged, because remember she logged in on somebody else's account and deleted those files?
Right.
I don't know who that person is. Do you know who that person is? Like, was it the Asian dude that she's pretending to be?
I don't know. That's a good question.
It was like D something.
Yeah, it was D something. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of digging on that to see, because it was D something that she logged in under, and I don't know if that's somebody we should be familiar with or not.
I'm trying to see if it's one of those prosecutors' name, like the Asian guy that Sack, or whatever his name is.
Right.
I'm trying to see if it's that little group, one of them dudes that I look.
That's a damn fact. That's a goddamn fact. So yeah, I'm gonna check that out. We're gonna have that information for next week. Any words? I'm about to get back into the room. Any final thoughts?
I'm excited. That's it.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm definitely excited. You make some great points.
Now I could actually tune in and watch it.
Mm-hmm. So you were nervous too?
Nervous?
Like where the?
No, not really.
Okay.
I wanted to see what that Dre thing. I'm just trying to see what they're gonna do with Dre.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool, bro. So I appreciate you calling, man, and shit. We'll be back here next week for sure.
Yeah, I got you. Good luck. Thanks for having me on here.
All right, hang around. We're gonna be here for another minute.
All right, then.
All right, bro. Yeah, y'all. Let me ask y'all, how did that sound? Did y'all catch all that? Did all that sound work good for y'all? I tried to work out the kinks on the sound. The councilman Tate annoys me to no end. They made the funeral into a circus. They did, GG. Call up, GG. Call up. The hell you scared of? Call up, GG. So the sound was good, Whitney. I just want to make sure that Y'all heard me, y'all heard him. Everything was clear. I don't want to be in a situation where, y'all not hearing things. What we talking about? We talking about power. We talking about power. Yep, sound was perfect. Great. The internal affairs lady name is Blanca. Blanca. This is new, bro. It's been a minute. Yeah, Positive Curry. You gotta stick. We gotta hang around the Black Guru. We upgrading around here. We finna start getting deep into these reviews. I'm not playing with these reviews. I've been doing reviews for a minute. Oh, now we will let you know if the sound is off. Okay, that is true. That is true. I just came in, so I got no idea. Yeah, we talking about power, man. It's in the title. But yeah, we about to get deep into these reviews. I know it's so dope. Yeah, we about to start having some real good review sessions. And see, y'all beg for a phone line. Now I got a phone line that don't nobody want to call, Javi. That's the craziest thing about it. People were begging me for a phone line. You need to do a call in, Guru. Call in. I got a call in line. And now everybody, I don't know. I ain't trying to get on the phone. Y'all share this to Twitter too. While we hanging around. Y'all go ahead and share it to Twitter. Niggas be spooked. Yeah, they be spooked. I don't know why. It's just a Black Guru. I ain't gonna bite. Just talk. Who cares? Yeah, I ain't gonna bite. What anyone think about Tasha passing? Bro, shout out to Tasha, but that's like not what we talking about. So yeah, I'm gonna have to probably put this up on YouTube. That's why I didn't play the big rich town theme song, because if I put it on YouTube, then they'll end up blocking me for using a big rich town theme song. So I don't want to they won't allow me to post a video if it has that song in there. So that's why I didn't play it. Normally I play it to open up these scopes, but I might end up posting this up to YouTube. But yeah, y'all, I mean, shit, we was fucking right about the Dre shit. Well, not the Dre shit, but the Tariq shit. And y'all go ahead and call up. Stop being so damn scary. They playing clips on other scopes. They playing clips on other scopes right now, as we speak. They playing clips on other scopes right now. I might get a few little 30-second clips. Yeah. Alright, so if they doing it, if they playing clips on scopes, then what if Tariq is just trying to gain Dre's trust so he can kill him? That's an interesting perspective that I didn't think of. That's possible. That's possible. But I don't know. I mean, you at your people's funeral, but don't do what everyone else is doing. You don't want to get shut down, Guru. That's true. But if everybody else is doing it, I mean, play clips no longer than a minute. That's what I'm thinking. Playing short clips. Yeah, folks is playing clips. I got to pull it up right now. Folks is definitely playing clips. Don't do it, BG. Everybody's saying don't do it. Y'all know I'm tempted. You can hear it in my voice. I'm fucking tempted as shit. I'm like, well, everybody's doing it. Everyone should have the Starz app. Watch it there. Don't fall into the hype. Yeah, you can hear my voice. I was getting tempted as hell. I'm like, well, everybody doing it. You can hear my voice change and everything. I mean, everybody doing it. Listen to the women guru. They're on the side of caution. Okay. I agree. Don't be surprised if you see a little 25-second clip, though, here and there. We got that feeling. I give you, okay. But if you see a little 25 seconds here and there, like tonight, I wish I had the clip where Tasha was looking back at Kannan. And that's probably a 10-second clip. But I wish I had that so I can really get into what I meant by that. Men never listen. Why gotta be about men? Where's we going with this gender war stuff? I thought somebody was calling in. Yeah, I thought somebody was calling in from a 205 number. Call back if you calling in from a 205 number. Call back. But yeah, y'all go ahead and call up. Stop being scary. Because y'all making me feel lonely. Y'all making me feel like, y'all don't want to call in. Like, y'all don't want to talk to the black girl. So it's fucked up. It's pretty fucked up. For those who do not know, I am the black guru. What I offer is sage wisdom. Follow the black guru if you don't already. And keep those hearts flying. Just on another note, what other shows should we review? Because I'm going to review Insecure. I may review Snowfall. I'm trying to think what else is out there that